It's probably 15 to 20 seconds.
See the audio for that still going on there then? You need that?
At this time, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, will the chamber ensemble gather to sing the national anthem?
Good evening. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Ariana Chernisky, the senior class president, and I have the honor of being the master of ceremonies for tonight's graduation. It is with great enthusiasm and pleasure that I welcome the class of 2022. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our family, our friends, our faculty, and our administration. It is wonderful to see parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends sharing in such an important event in our lives. Now, let us begin our ceremony with a few words of reflection by a student who is incredibly committed, extremely hardworking, and beyond dedicated to achieving both his academic and athletic goals. It is my pleasure that I introduce to you Joe Clancher.
Today, we, the class of 2022, come together one final time as students to celebrate our achievements. I would like to welcome all in attendance. It is a privilege to stand here today and give a moment of reflection. As American industrialist and business icon Henry Ford so genuinely stated, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. We have dreamed together. We have worked together. We have succeeded together. There were doubters. There were mistakes. But with our hard work, our resilience, and our confidence and trust in ourselves and our classmates, we far surpassed our and others' expectations. As I am sure you realize, your life is your story. Now, the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. Try to remember, this is a journey and not a sprint to the finish line. Enjoy your journey, wherever it may lead you. My final hope for each of my fellow classmates is that we have friendships that inspire us to be great, happiness that is beyond our expectations, and prosperity that lasts a lifetime. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the person who, without her guiding light, I would not be standing here today. I must admit, I had to put in a great deal of time, energy, and effort. For her, success came almost effortlessly. However, today, I hope I have made her proud of the direction, support, and mentorship she has given me. Please join me in welcoming back the salutatorian and senior class president of the class of 2022, Ariana Cherninsky.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate your kind words. We are just a good example that two heads are better than one. I would like again to welcome everyone this evening, especially the class of 2022. It is an honor to be the first to congratulate all of my classmates on a job well done. Can you believe we are finally here? This time, all the pomp and circumstance is about us. I would like each of us to take a moment to embrace this momentous minute and to realize the reality that our past will be an asset to our immediate futures. It is truly an overwhelming feeling to look back at our accomplishments, our high school memories, and the friendships that have ultimately grown into a BVA family. Who we are today has a lot to do with who we were yesterday. The knowledge we have gained, the challenges we have faced, and the experiences that have shaped our character all have had a significant effect in changing our perspectives of ourselves. As Confucius so simply puts it, study the past if you would divine the future. What we have learned, conquered, and experienced is what will make each of our futures great. I want to commend my classmates for repeatedly looking out for one another and for doing what is best for each other. We have always had the patience to be understanding, the ability to laugh with one another, teach each other, question each other, inspire each other, pick each other up, and push each other to be the best versions of ourselves. It has been a privilege to know each and every one of you. I don't have to tell you to be fearless or strong or to use your potential or seek your passion or dreams. I know you have the ability to achieve your goals. The majority of this class has been together since 7th grade. There are some of you I have known since kindergarten. I know it may sound cliche, but I really stand here and wonder, where has the time gone? It has been simply amazing to watch all of you bloom, grow, and work your magic to make our class exceptional. I want to be very clear that the class of 2022 does not do ordinary. Each of us has brought our own unique personalities and perspectives, our beliefs and dreams, and our talents and skills to make the class of 2022 one that will forever be remembered. I want to thank each of you for always giving 100% to make our school outstanding and give BVA the deserving representation that we are second to none. I would also like to thank our family and friends for being good listeners, giving great advice, and fostering our potentials. I do believe our relentless drive, immense passion, and our roll-up-your-sleeves tenacity is going to provide us to be at home in the world. This is extremely important because life as we knew it before the pandemic has changed and left us with plenty of uncertainty. I am confident that we have learned from our faculty to be forward thinkers and future focused, that we will see opportunities where there is doubt. I would like to take a moment to thank our faculty and administration for our educational foundation. It is their distinctive commitment, unparalleled work ethic, and desire to prepare us for opportunities to engage the wider world that makes them the true contributors of our success. I would also like to thank our family and friends for their constant encouragement. My mom has always told me from a young age that education does not make the person makes the education. As I stand here today and look out at each of your faces, I can honestly say, from your past actions of compassion, understanding, and kindness, that you are all people that definitely make the education. I say this with great pride. Our past has taught us the importance of being courageous enough to take chances, expressing our thoughts, discovering our passions, and learning from feedback. Through having these life experiences, we have learned to lead, innovate, and carve out our own paths. As Winston Churchill so profoundly stated, the farther backward you can look, the farther forward you can see. It is important to learn from the yesterdays, for it may give us the answers to the tomorrows. Use your past as a reference book. There is hard-earned wisdom about learning in life as you leaf through the memories. Remember, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but I do believe it is the end of a beginning. To the class of 2022, you are extraordinary. You are true legends of the past, and your ambition will make you legends of the future. Thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Morgan Eidenshofer, co-valedictorian.
Good evening to all in attendance tonight as we honor the 191 people about to become the graduates of the class of 2022. In just a few minutes, high school will be officially part of our past as 190 of my classmates and I begin the next chapter of our lives. I am honored to represent my class tonight as one of the valedictorians. To every student here, you've done it. Tonight is our night to celebrate all we have accomplished. Thank you to my family and school staff members for all of your help along the way. Students, by the time your graduation cap hits the ground in just a few minutes, your post-high school future will have begun. But what exactly is the future? Did you ever stop to think that the future we are all so excited for will one day be the past? Let me explain. My late grandfather was valedictorian at Centerville High School in 1957. I never met him. However, he died before I was born, and while I never knew him, I know he was somehow helping me push myself to follow in his valedictorian footsteps. My grandmother somehow found his valedictorian speech that was typed on a typewriter, and in it, he speaks to the future which excites him. And as I read it today, the future of which he speaks doesn't sound so futuristic anymore. For example, his words from 65 years ago, quote, "Ours is a scientific world, a world in which science has become part of our very existence. We are living in the age of television, radar, penicillin, and electronic brains." I think he meant computers by this. What was the future to him then are distant memories to many today. And that made me realize, as we build our own futures, we should remember the people we help, the problems we solve, and the kindness we give will quickly be cemented in the past too, but forever exist to help others to find their own futures. Put another way, as Ferris Bueller says, quote, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you could miss it," end quote. So knowing that, how do we want to be remembered? What do we want to look back on and be proud of? What mark do we want to make on the world that will live beyond our own lifetimes? Let these questions guide our futures so that others may learn from us, trust in us, and build on our accomplishments. Before high school is officially over, let's all study one last definition. To my fellow classmates, before you groan, no, this one does not come from the orange book with a pencil on the front. The word I would like to define is success. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, success is defined as a favorable or desired outcome. As a class, we have worked for 13 years to reach this point in our lives. This very night is the culmination of our schooling careers from Belle Vernon Area School District. Graduation is our night to celebrate our success. But we all define success differently, and that's just how it should be. Different people have different goals, and that diversity is what makes the world exciting. One lifetime milestone we have all achieved together, however, is graduating high school tonight. That is success. Every student here tonight has been successful in their classes to get to this very point. But now, we all begin our different paths. Some will go to college, some will begin working, and others will go and defend our country. No matter what your decision is, think about how your future will be looked upon 55 years from now. From today, when it is in the past. Thank you all, and hail mighty leopards.
It is with extreme admiration and pride that I introduce to you Noah Leonard, co-valedictorian.
Good evening, class of 2022. First and foremost, there are a few people I need to acknowledge. To my parents, if it weren't for you, I would not be up here tonight. Mom, I couldn't have asked for a better teacher in life. To my sister, Sienna, you drive and determination inspires me, and it would not surprise me at all to see you on this stage addressing the class of 2023. To all my relatives, your belief in me throughout my life has carried me along, and I cannot thank you enough. To all my friends, when I've fallen, you are there to pick me up. May there always be a Rocket League arena or Call of Duty map where we can compete together, talk smack together, and laugh together. And lastly, to all the teachers I've had the fortune of learning from, I consider myself blessed. Teachers like Mrs. Horn, who took a 6-year-old's hand and guided him along, and Mrs. Lavani, who put up with me and my cousin Tony in first grade and somehow managed to do it with a smile. And of course, all my science teachers, whose passion for what they taught was infectious. And finally, the late Miss Sokol, who taught me to always dream big. Columnist Baum Taubert, I think, sums it up best. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. These educators, along with so many others, helped shape me, helped shape all of us. Sure, maybe from time to time, I wanted to throw my calculus book in their general direction, but they were teaching me what counts, not how to count. And I thank them for that. And I think we should all give them a round of applause. So I am Noah Evans Leonard, the co-valedictorian of Belle Vernon area's class of 2022. Will you remember that name? Probably not. For those in the audience, do you remember your high school valedictorian? Probably not. Classmates, in 10 years, I'm willing to bet the best you'll be able to do is say, I kind of remember he was a short, little, weird kid. And that's okay. Remembering me or my name isn't important, but I do hope you remember my message and take it to heart. Well, with that introduction, you might think I don't take much stock in being valedictorian, and I pose that assumption as partially correct. But why then? Has it been my personal goal for the last 13 years to accomplish something that holds so little intrinsic value? I went through high school with my friends constantly questioning why I wanted to be valedictorian. Why go through all the extra hassle, they would ask. The thing is, I never had a reason why. To me, it was instinctual. Why sacrifice sleep to cram in more studying? Because that's what needed to be done. Did I hate my goal at times? Absolutely. But I love the idea of accomplishing what I had set out to do. And all of us should have a goal that we place above all else because we love the idea of it. Steve Jobs said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. These goals that you have but don't know why are the most important ones because they are rooted deep within you. Yours may be to excel at a sport, start a business, or be the next pro gamer. Whatever your goal may be, you must be willing to give everything you have to achieve it. Even when it feels impossible, your desire for success will win out in the end. And don't worry about what others think of your goals. They may think you're crazy, but they are likely just being short-sighted. Your vision, your beliefs, are the only things that matter. My uncle told me years ago, don't be a follower, be a leader. It's good advice. Advice I've tweaked over the years into, there's no need to be like everyone else. Just be unique. Just be yourself. Dr. Seuss said it perfectly. You have to be odd to be number one. Ask most of my classmates, and they'll agree, I am anything but ordinary. Sure, I have some stereotypical valedictorian traits, like rarely getting more than 3 hours of sleep on school nights, and actually studying for fun. However, not everything I did is what you'd expect from your valedictorian. Mrs. Barbeau, if you ever wondered who the random person was that always joined your Cahoots and Quizlet Lives, it was me. Teachers, if you ever wondered why my lips were moving on Zoom, but I wasn't talking to you, it maybe, just maybe, was because I was taking a break to play Rocket League. Sorry about that. A lot of people did not look at me as valedictorian material because I'm a bit of an oddball. But this is how I see it. The most influential scientists are usually rejected at first because their ideas are too outlandish, against popular opinion, too unique. Alfred Wegener believed in continental drift, but people did not see how the continents could be moving. The idea was too crazy. Aristarchus believed Earth and other planets orbited the sun. However, no one believed him. The father of genetics, Gregor Mendel, was properly appreciated for his work, 16 years after his death. You see, the most influential people never follow the crowd. They think outside the box. When I look out at the graduates here, I see so many unique individuals. Not a day passed this year when I wasn't impressed by what people in this graduating class were doing. So classmates, don't think that being unique is wrong. People will doubt you, but you just have to be persistent and always believe in yourself. I know success lies within all your futures. Now let's do a simple exercise. I want all of you to close your eyes. Go ahead. Now think, what are you most afraid of? Spiders? Snakes? Mr. Rita can be pretty freaking scary. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. Someone asked me that same question a while ago. I thought about it and responded failure. Failure was my biggest fear. Later that day, I wondered, why failure? Looking back on my life, failure may as well have been my middle name. I set out to break 3 track records and didn't come close. I set out to get all straight A's and blew that when I got a B in calculus my junior year. I applied to 17 colleges and got rejected from 8. With each rejection, my family and friends would say, it's UCLA's loss. Stanford is missing out on a great student. But in my reality, I had failed. I thought, I guess I didn't get in because everyone else who did was just better than me. Not even being at the top of my class was good enough. But then I thought, what if I did break all the track records, got straight A's, got accepted into every college? What if I never had to experience failure? Seems great, right? Wrong. My failures, while they hurt, taught me that even though I might think I am giving it my all, there is always room for improvement. It was with this realization that I learned that I don't fear failure. I fear letting failure win and missing out on success. Look around you. See those smiling faces in the crowd? Your mom, your dad? Well, guess what? They failed more times than they can count. But from those failures and learning from their mistakes, they also found success. Author Ariana Huffington once said, we need to accept that we won't always make the right decisions, that we'll screw up royally sometimes. Understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. Each and every one of us has made a million mistakes, and we'll make a million more. But each mistake will hopefully teach us to not make that mistake again. Just 2 years ago during the pandemic, when we were learning from home, on a dare from my friend Joey, I climbed onto the roof of my house during Mrs. Barbo's Spanish class. The problem was, after cresting the top of the roof, I didn't realize the other side was steeper and covered in snow. Long story short, I got trapped in the freezing cold, had to call my dad on my phone, and he had to come rescue me with a ladder. I learned 2 things that day. 1, your friends take great pleasure in watching you be an idiot. And 2, don't try anything dangerous unless there's a girl there you're trying to impress. So as I head off to NC State this fall, and you begin your journey wherever it may be, let me offer one more piece of advice from the brilliant mind of Albert Einstein. He said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. And believe me, there's a whole lot of new that awaits us, which ultimately means a whole lot of mistakes to be made. So embrace those mistakes. Feel free to screw up, but keep your head up, and above all else, never, ever give up. So Hell Mighty Leopards, and for all my YouTube subscribers out there, Sackatome out. Thank you.
Now we will hear from our principal, who the class of 2022 cannot thank enough for his insightful thoughts inspiring words, and incredible patience. Dr. Sable.
I know you want me to be quick, but I'll take my time a little bit. Parents, guardians, siblings, grandparents, extended family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2022. We have dreamed on this very moment in different ways, as parents, as educators, as students, and as friends. Graduation is a moment when everyone takes the time to reflect on the past and prepare for the future. It is time for celebration, but intermixed with that celebration is a feeling of uncertainty and sadness of leaving something that is familiar and taking your first steps into the unknown. Looking back on the class of 2022, you had a unique journey. You lived through 2 new principals, did all right, I think, a pandemic, remote instruction, multiple championship appearances in sports. Some of you have lost a parent or someone close to you. Completing of multiple projects, and just the overall craziness of your senior year. One thing I will always remember about all of you is your class' ability to care about others and besides yourself. So for the final time as your principal, I have some departing advice, maybe some Sableisms for you. For the first few, I hope that you learn from the morning bag check-ins, especially the first one. Be on time. Better yet, be a little bit early. In life, there's not going to be a nice person holding the door open for you every day. Make sure you are on time or that door will close and you will be left outside. Control your body language and your attitude. Your body language and attitude are some things you have full control of. This is also something everyone is able to observe. When taking on a new task, or more importantly, redoing something for the second or third time, attack that task with a positive attitude and body language. Enjoy every day. Each day is a gift. Some days are more challenging than others, but make sure you have fun in all of your adventures. Trust in yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself, your abilities, or your self-worth. You are unique, and so are all your abilities. Use your talents and make positive change on our world. Be the hardest worker in the room. Wake up early and go to bed early. This may sound like strange advice, but over my life, I found that getting work done early in the mornings makes everyone around you hustle a little bit harder to catch up. There is no ladder to success that goes straight up. You have to take the ramps. See what I did? Okay, I don't know, maybe. All right, social media is a facade. Don't base your happiness on the number of Instagram followers you have, how many likes your TikTok post has received, or your Snap score. Also, do not fall into the trap of arguing on social media. Live in the moment, enjoy those you surround yourself with in person. Have a good character. This is what people judge you from this point forward. They will not look at your grades. They will look at your work ethic, your friends, your social media posts, and how you live up to your promises. Having a quality character is important, and it will help you fulfill your purpose and dreams. Set a purpose and always dream. Set a purpose in everything you do. Set a purpose every day and dream. Find out what makes you excited. Living life without a purpose and without dreams is like having a boat with no captain. Dream big, so unrealistic, so unimaginable, so improbable that people will think you're crazy. Finally, one thing that the class of 2022 has taught me is to do more things for people. This is a powerful new piece of advice for each of you. This year, I was the recipient of acts of kindness from a student each holiday with a card and a small gift. donuts at the most opportune time from 2 other students, and even a parade on Principal's Day. These are moments that I will treasure as your principal. Always. These little acts mean a lot to the recipient. Do your best to remember the people around you that support you. Do thoughtful things for people with no expectation of anything in return. Whether you're smashing a pie in my face, creating a mural, participating in a play or musical, bringing anything but a backpack to school. That was a good one, I appreciate that. Car, the grill. Playing sports, participating in a band or auxiliaries, earning a certificate from the CTC, working to solve those impossible math problems, writing that last English essay, completing the science labs, walking the halls of your elementary school on the step-up day, or even respecting that drip. Thank you, Mark. Belle Vernon has set your purpose over the past 13 years. As my final time as your high school principal, I have one last assignment for you. Go out and set your purpose. Once a leopard, always a leopard. Hail, mighty leopards. Dr. Williams, I present to you the class of 2022. We could clap for them a little bit. Every student seated before you have met the graduation requirements set forth by Belle Vernon Area School District, and upon your approval, each of them are eligible for graduation.
As a commissioned officer of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and superintendent of the Belle Vernon Area School District, I accept the class of 2022 graduates. Prepare to receive a diploma when your name is called. Prepare for roll call.
Madison Elizabeth Amos. Stephen Michael Anderson. Stephen Michael Anderson. Nicole Marie Begay. Nicole Marie Begay. Gabriella Elizabeth Baker. Gabriella Elizabeth Baker. Matthew Brennan Bamford. Matthew Brennan Bamford. Sydney Jordan Vanessa. Sydney Jordan Vanessa. Hunter Ryan Battistone. Hunter Ryan Battistone. Dara Ray Beveridge. Dara Ray Beveridge. Zachary Lee Bickerton. Zachary Lee Bickerton. Abigail Caitlin Beers. Abigail Caitlin Beers. Casey James Batonti.
Tyler Joseph Bond.
Tyler Joseph Bond. Bondi. Abigail Nicole Cooper.
Evan Stephen Braun.
Evan Stephen Braun.
Jared Forrester Braun.
Jared Forrester Braun.
Jack Joseph Breyer.
Jack Joseph Breyer.
Camden Andrew Budd.
Camden Andrew Budd.
Jakari Rose Bumpus.
Jakari Rose Bumpus.
Alexa Marie Calderon.
Alexa Marie. Gianna Florence Calloway. Tara Ann Calloway. Gabrielle Genevieve Salaski. Connor Lee Chaco. Samantha Vinnie Chow. Noah Christopher Clegg. George W. Cole Huff. Alexis Marie Coleman. Hunter Kirsten Coltora. Benjamin Thomas Conybeer. Angelina Lorraine Corella. James Rond Kramer. Logan Andrew Cunningham. Eliza Rose Zierniak. Marley Marie Daly. Alexi Ann Dalrymple. Jackson George Doherty. Kayla Rose DeTore. Peyton Nicole Dimple. Craig Edward Dongilly. Harley Ann Duda. Alexander Gabriel Emmerich. Liam Bradley Eith. Abigail Christine Fabin. Joseph Hunter Falosk. Guy Sunday Faraci. Fallon Reese Farina. Mark Baird Fike. Alyssa Nicole Fellabaum. Madison Lee Fellabaum. Megan Taylor Fine. Logan David Fox. Gavin Michael Fragello. Mia Nicole Gillingham. Connor James Glaspie. Daniel Matthew Gordon. David Sean Grace. Adeline Catherine Guess. Colt Hunter Harley Hall. Ryan Nicholas Hamer. Noah Anthony Harold. Abigail Elaine Hyde. Marissa Rose Heil.
Lauren Nicole Helton. McKenna Riley Hilling. Mason Michael Hillman. Brady James Hoffman. Logan Robert Hoffman. Roy Allen Holiday. Brianna Renee Howlett. Jacob Jr. Harach. Dana Marie Hughes. Malin William Igo. Zachary Thomas Jackson. Madeline Leah Jenkins. Kenley Ann Johnson. Ashley Paige Joel. Annabella Ruth Joseph. Samuel Allen Jerzak. Emma Grace Keffer. Logan Jeffrey Keller. Jacob Anthony Kerfonta. Douglas Joseph Kesner. Luke James Kimmel. Logan Timothy Kolodchek. Benjamin Kolowitz. Kaylin Marie Kapanik. Dragon Lane Kostelak. Sage Kayleen Kostelak. Thomas Daniel Kovach. Tyler Daniel Kovach. Carmen Nicola Krawick. Holden Matthew Lacarte.
Just stay there, because they're going to transfer their side. No, this way.
Dylan Michael Larson.
Wait, they're not there.
Michael Antonio Lacanich. Mia Isabella Locks. Gabrielle Claire Lazon. Elena Noel Leska. Noel Elizabeth Livoni. Aurelis Lopez. Antonio Martin Lorenzo. Arissa August Lowry. Bruce Joseph Lowther. Ethan Matthew Luker. Gavin Ray Mangus. Nina Marie Martinez. Bailey Paige Marmee. Ashari Liziah Martin. Mackenzie Ann Martin. Mark Joseph Mascara. Samuel Dimitri Malwini. Chelsea Victoria Mazahoke. Ryan Paul Robert McGrew. Kaylin Hope Makita. Hunter Logan Mead. Race Thomas Mishner. Anthony Andrew Miklos. Charles Nicholas Miller. Meg Elizabeth Miller. Jacob William Mima. Billy Jean Mitchell. Sandra Grace Mitchell.
Tyler Michael Mosello. Naraya Alex Molnar. Chloe Elizabeth Morgan. Evan Ryan Morrow. Tyler Jacob Mounts. Krista Lee Myers. Rebecca Netchai. Ryan Alice Nicholas. Cassandra Marie Nicholson. Bryce Butler Nill. Aiden Joseph Oakes. Chloe Desiree Ott. Eleonora Pipitone. Nicholas Ray Plessa. Ava Nicole Popowitz. Jake James Posey. Chandra Kala Prasan. Hayden Thorne Pressel. Michael Andrew Proto. Christopher Shane Rabe. Dragan U. Alakai Raduzowicz. Devin Allen Ropaw. Joshua Preston Ray. Kayla Ann Robert. Gage Joseph Rotolo. Stephen John Rudenick. Mackenzie Ann Rudnick. Felicia Marie Ruff. Matthew James Russell. Jocelyn Jahida Santiago. Daniel Thomas Sasak. Adriana Gabrielle Scaramucci. Malachi Soldier Schmidt. Erin Kathleen Scholl. Allison Rose Sedlak. Gabriella Elizabeth Soreo. Mark Shanuda. Zymir Eugene Smith. Andrew Jacob Sokol. Benjamin James Spencer. Ashton John Steedle. Trista Ann Stetter. Ivy Rose Strother Burkhart. Gianna Lillian Theakston. Jacob Richard Thompson. Cameron James Tilson. Colin Nicholas Johnny Tomolsky. Elena Michelle Trumbull. Vicky Tong Trong. Jordan Elizabeth Turner. Caitlin Lee Irwin. Joshua Paul Van Hooser. Jacob Daniel Wassel. Cole Joseph Waitman. Devin Gary Whitlock. Riley James Wyatt. Justin Michael Wilkinson. Connor Micah Youngblood. Jessica Marie Jurieski. Mason Reese Zink.
Class Treasurer Dimitri Apodiakis. Class Secretary Claire Ryan Temashenka. Class Vice President Delaney Margaret Patterson. Third in the class, Joseph Robert Clancher. Class President and Salutatorian, Ariana Marie Chernisky. Class of 2022, valedictorian, Morgan Elizabeth Eidenshofer. Class of 2022, valedictorian, Noah Evans Leaner.
Our high school years have seemed to happen in the well-known adage of a blink of an eye. From remembering the anticipation and thrill of our freshman year to now experiencing the jubilation and reflection after receiving our diplomas. It has been a privilege and honor to serve as your class president since freshman year. I want to thank you for your confidence and respect. This service will always remain dear to my heart, as will each member of the class of 2022. I want you to know that I believe in our dreams. They will take us to the corner of our smiles, to the highest of our hopes, to the windows of our opportunities, and to the most special places our hearts have known. Always remember, once a leopard, always a leopard, and hail to the mighty leopard. Now, Will the class of 2022 stand if you are able? And join me in turning our tassels as we become the newest members of alumni of the Belle Vernon Area School District.
He's starting.
Ready? Start it.
We don't know. He's starting.
Yeah, but they're moving.
We're